Many lovers are very focused on orgasm. Very often the lovemaking is built up and built up and built up to this magical moment of orgasm. Very often the orgasm marks also the end of the lovemaking, and therefore it's often seen as a goal. If one of the two partners doesn't orgasm, there can even be a feeling of I'm not good enough as a lover because I wasn't able to make my partner orgasm. What we do is that there is a lot of pressure placed on orgasm. This can be a pressure on how fast I orgasm, like as a man, am I not like coming too fast? Like, can I last long enough? For women, it's often the opposite, that they're worrying that they're taking too long to orgasm or they're not able to orgasm. And there's many women in the world that never even experience an orgasm at all. There's also a lot of women that have faked an orgasm at least once in their life because they have the feeling that I need to orgasm to satisfy my partner. Or I'm kind of done with the sex, I just act like I had an orgasm so we can kind of stop. What this does is it brings a lot of disconnection between the partner. If we're so focused on orgasm, we're actually not very present with what is happening in the moment itself. Orgasm can be such a big thing in the lovemaking, and why should it be an end of the lovemaking? Often when the man orgasms, afterwards the sexual energy goes down and he doesn't really enjoy to continue the lovemaking. For women, this can be the same when they have a clitoral orgasm, that afterwards it's kind of sensitive and we don't really want to be touched there. I'm generally speaking because I also know enough men and women that after they had this explosive orgasm, as we call it, explosive as in, okay, the man ejaculated, there was like an explosion of energy outwards, and the same is for the clitoral orgasm. It's like the energy goes out and afterwards it's kind of lost. And I personally also know that there's multiple people that are able to just keep going, keep going, keep going, and keep going at a young age. The older that we're growing, the less able we're able to do that. This is also one of the reasons why in Tantra we don't want that energy to get lost. We want the energy to actually move up so we can go into a more elevated space together, so we can connect in deeper intimacy with our partner as well as with the depth of ourselves. Therefore, I'm going to invite you to, at least for one time in your life, to take an appointment to not orgasm during the sex. So to take a moment and to experience, okay, tonight we're going to make love, but both of us are not going to orgasm. And see how that can completely change the dynamic of your lovemaking. How it's going to help you is that, first of all, it will take away a goal of the lovemaking. It takes away this idea that you need to build up towards something. The second thing, how it will help you, is that it takes away a pressure to perform. There can be very much this idea, okay, I need to give my partner certain pleasure. I need to be able to make my partner orgasm. And what that brings us into is into a state of performing rather than really feeling each other. A third part that will really help you when you take away the orgasm and you agree together, okay, tonight we're not going there, is that you can really start to discover other parts of enjoying each other. That way also the lovemaking will most likely be prolonged and you'll have an experience of, wow, how does it feel to just actually stop the lovemaking when we're both sexually satisfied. We're both sexually satisfied because there was no goal that we were chasing. There was no kind of pressure that I felt inside of me to perform. And by taking away that, actually, you can start to experience that your connection goes much deeper, that you're able to be very present with your partner, that actually your senses start to be awakened and you start to be much more connected with what you feel. And that way the intimacy with your partner goes deeper. And this is why at a certain point you generated so much energy together and it's not going to waste. It's not just going down and out and like, okay, now we're kind of done with and we're tired, let's cuddle and go to sleep. It's like, no, you're charged on energy, and on one point you're just gonna feel both satisfied, and you cuddle and you stay on that high on energy, and then maybe you have so much energy that you want to go out and hike or do whatever you want to do. Place that energy into your next activity or in your work or in any way that you would like to manifest that. For some of you, this might sound like, actually, this is not what I want to do. I want to have more pleasure. I want to feel more connected. Like, I really love to orgasm, or I really love to make my partner orgasm. And I invite you for at least one time, but I would invite you to try it many more times so you can really feel the depth of the experience. How is it when you take that away? How do you feel when you take that away? Even if you feel it doesn't put pressure on you, even if you feel that it's not like a goal, somewhere subconsciously, many of us are programmed that this is how it should be, because that's what we've been told, that's what we've seen in the media, that's what we've been heard, and that's what we've been doing, most likely for most of the amount of time in our lives. So I'm going to invite you to agree together that both of you are not going to orgasm, and see how that will deepen your intimacy and your lovemaking.